Most people think they're struggling financially because of low wages, rising costs, or just plain old bad luck. But what if I told you none of those are actually the root cause? There's something hidden beneath the surface that quietly blocks your path to wealth. And once you see it, you'll never look at money the same way again. My name is Simon, and as a self-made millionaire who once lost everything in a failed business venture, I've seen both sides of the financial coin. Believe me when I say becoming wealthy isn't about chasing money. It's about shifting something deeper within you. But here's what's truly fascinating. Most people never even realize what's holding them back. It's a hidden barrier buried inside your mindset, quietly pulling strings behind the scenes. Henry Ford, the legendary car manufacturer, once famously said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." And that simple wisdom holds a profound secret. What Ford understood, and what most people tragically miss, is that your beliefs about money directly shape your financial reality. So let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself silently believing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people must be greedy, or even worse, I'll never be able to afford that? These innocent-sounding phrases quietly plant seeds of limitation. When your subconscious repeatedly hears them, it takes them as truth and subtly stops you from spotting opportunities to make more money, or worse, actively pushes money away. Let me share something personal. When I went bankrupt, I felt utterly hopeless. I remember looking at my grandchildren and feeling ashamed, as if I'd let them down. It was only after that moment of desperation that I began to question every belief I held about wealth. And here's the wealth secret most people never discover. Your mind can either become your greatest ally or your most formidable enemy. Let's explore one powerful example. Consider lottery winners, people who suddenly gain millions overnight. Did you know that, according to the National Endowment for Financial Education, around 70% of lottery winners lose or spend all their money within 5 years? Now, why would that happen? They had the money, right? The reason is simple but profound. Their internal financial thermostat wasn't set to wealth. As billionaire investor Warren Buffett says, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die." Yet most people are programmed only to trade their time for money, rather than creating systems and assets that build wealth automatically. They're caught in a cycle of believing that wealth comes from endless work, rather than strategic thought. Now you might be thinking, all right, Simon, how exactly do I change these hidden mindset blocks? Well, the first step to financial transformation is becoming vividly aware of what limiting beliefs you currently hold. You have to pinpoint exactly what's holding you back before you can truly move forward. Here's a quick experiment. Imagine you're given a check for £1 million tomorrow. What's your first gut reaction? Do you feel genuinely excited? Or do you immediately feel fear, doubt, or anxiety, wondering if you'd lose it or waste it? Your instant emotional response reveals exactly what your subconscious money blueprint looks like. Financial expert Robert Kiyosaki puts it bluntly: the primary difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they manage fear. Most people never become wealthy because their subconscious is wired to fear losing money rather than confidently seeking ways to multiply it. But there's good news. You can completely rewrite your money mindset. Think of your subconscious as a garden. Negative beliefs are weeds that choke your financial growth, and positive beliefs are seeds of wealth waiting to blossom. Your job is simple: uproot the weeds, plant new seeds, and nurture them daily. When I finally understood this truth, my entire financial trajectory shifted dramatically. I went from bankrupt and nearly hopeless to creating more wealth than I ever imagined, rebuilding everything from the ground up. Not by luck or chance, but by intentionally reshaping my mindset. But here's where things get really interesting. Once you remove these hidden blocks, you begin naturally spotting opportunities that were invisible to you before. Money-making ideas, smarter investments, passive income opportunities, they've always been there, waiting just beyond the blind spot of limiting beliefs. So, how exactly do you identify and remove these hidden mental blocks and start attracting financial abundance into your life? Well, that's precisely what I'll show you next, step by step, with practical methods that change my life forever. And trust me, you don't want to miss it, because what's coming next could be the financial breakthrough you've been waiting for. The first powerful shift you must make to remove those subconscious blocks is to replace scarcity thinking with abundance thinking. Now, abundance thinking isn't just a feel-good idea. It's a concrete, psychological strategy that triggers your brain to spot wealth-building opportunities everywhere you look. Billionaire entrepreneur Oprah Winfrey once said, "Be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough." Gratitude is an abundance mindset tool. The more you practice gratitude, the more your subconscious mind realizes there's already abundance around you and begins to seek out ways to amplify it further. Another critical psychological shift is embracing the idea of deserving wealth. Deep down, many people feel undeserving of financial success. They subconsciously sabotage opportunities without even realizing it. This hidden belief can come from early experiences, family attitudes about money, or societal pressures that imply it's somehow wrong or greedy to seek wealth. As the renowned motivational speaker Jim Rohn famously said, "Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune." In other words, you've got to actively educate yourself about wealth beyond what you've traditionally been taught, so your mind feels worthy and ready to receive financial abundance. So here's something practical and immediate you can do. Spend just 10 minutes each day deliberately feeding your mind with positive financial content, books, podcasts, or even videos like this one. Your brain is a powerful sponge. Feed it negativity and it absorbs limitations. Feed it empowering ideas, and it begins to transform your financial reality. But here's the key. Once you start adjusting your mindset, you must take consistent action, even small steps, towards wealth building. Your brain loves evidence. When you pair a positive money mindset with small but consistent actions, like investing a modest sum every month, automating savings, or simply tracking your spending, you prove to your subconscious that you're serious about wealth. Action creates evidence, and evidence creates momentum. Famed investor Benjamin Graham, mentor to Warren Buffett, captured it perfectly. The investor's chief problem, and even his worst enemy, is likely to be himself. The moment you acknowledge that you, not external circumstances, are the driving force behind your financial success, you begin to take control of your financial future. Another powerful psychological tool to break free from hidden mindset blocks is visualization. Now, visualization isn't magical thinking. It's grounded firmly in neuroscience. When you vividly picture your financial goals as already achieved, your brain begins to believe it's genuinely possible and starts guiding your actions accordingly. Remember, Sun Tzu wrote in The Art of War, "Every battle is won or lost before it is ever fought." Your financial battle is won first in your mind. long before you see physical evidence of success. So tonight, try this. Close your eyes and vividly imagine one specific financial goal you've always wanted. Maybe it's paying off all your debts, buying your dream home, or achieving complete financial freedom. Feel the joy, pride, and excitement as though it's already happened. Regularly visualizing success rewires your subconscious, priming you for real-world results. And here's an important point most people miss. Your surroundings shape your mindset dramatically. As motivational coach Tony Robbins says, you become who you spend the most time with. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity or people who see money as scarce, you'll find yourself pulled down into their limited mindset. So carefully consider your influences. Join communities of like-minded people actively pursuing wealth, whether it's online forums, mastermind groups, or local networking events. Being around wealth-focused individuals naturally shifts your mindset to match theirs. Finally, never underestimate the power of self-talk. How you speak to yourself internally about money matters greatly. Replace limiting statements like, "I can't afford that," with empowering ones like, "How can I afford that?" Simple shifts in language transform subconscious barriers into powerful opportunities. As I always tell my own grandchildren, words aren't just words, they shape your world. Your internal dialogue becomes your external reality. Choose your words wisely, speak confidently about your financial future, and you'll begin reshaping your subconscious mind into your greatest financial asset. These mindset shifts are simple but incredibly powerful. When I began implementing these techniques in my own life, it didn't happen overnight, but slowly, steadily, opportunities I never imagined began to appear. But perhaps the biggest secret of all is consistency. As Aristotle wisely said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Transforming your wealth mindset isn't about sudden dramatic changes. It's about small daily shifts that gradually reshape your financial reality. In the next video, I'll reveal exactly how you can combine these mindset strategies with practical, real-world, wealth-building steps. This blend of psychology and action is the very strategy that allowed me to rebuild my life from bankruptcy to becoming financially independent again. And believe me, if I can do it, you absolutely can too. Are you ready to transform your financial destiny once and for all?